If you are a real estate agent and you are tired of cold calling, door knocking, paying for ads that flat out don't work, or just tired of not knowing how to generate leads, then this is the channel for you. We are four rockstar agents who have come together to help fellow agents achieve financial freedom as well as location and time freedom. My name is Andy Hollis, along with my partners Aileen Fountain, David Doran, and Tim Hollenden. Together, we have over 50 plus years experience and knowledge in the real estate and sales and training industry, and we are hoping to pass that knowledge on to you. So let's get started.
You know, you're not the only person who thinks that way. It's like, oh my gosh, now AI is coming to the world. Now what do I have to learn? And I think it's kind of, just what we're looking at is what we're going to go over is just how fast this technology is moving. And I just want to the world is going to be moving a lot faster than it ever has before. With this technology and the way that things are combining right now with AI, nanotechnology, they're even coming up with ways that they are creating creatures that have never been alive or around before through artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, and biology, where they can create these creatures and literally bring them to life. And then those creatures can breed with each other. And all of a sudden, it's like bringing life into this world. We are going to be witnessing movement and technology moving faster than we ever have before. And what I tell the people that we always work with, it comes down to this. Which one are you going to be? A creator or a watcher? Because these are your two options as we move into this new world. Are you going to be somebody who watches the news, watches the news updates, watches and seeing all these great technological breakthroughs and sits on the sideline and just said, whoa, this is moving really fast. I'm going to wait for it to slow down. But here's what's happening. It is never going to slow down again. It isn't. This is not like the internet. This is not like social media. These technologies were created by humans and it was all linear. It was this going to the next step. And then it was the human brain works linearly. So then we were thinking, what's the next thing that we can create and go from there? Artificial intelligence changes the entire game because now we're talking about AI. We're talking about nanotechnology. We're talking about robotics. And all of these things are coming together at once. And AI changes everything. Why? Because it's exponential. This is AI creating AI and building on top of each other. Elon Musk, whether you like him or not, he got 400 people, some of the smartest minds in the world, into a room. And he asks them, where is AI going to be in the next 5 years? They spent all this money and they all got together. You know what they came back to him and told him? We have no freaking clue. Because AI is technology like we've never seen before. So when we're talking about this, you have two options. You're either going to be a watcher who sits and watches. Just for example, guys, what's your favorite series of all time? Go ahead and put in the chat. What is your favorite series of all time to watch? For me, it is Breaking Bad. Man, that show, I can sit down and watch Breaking Bad that's a great show, right? What's your guys' favorite series? Ozark, that's definitely a good one too. ABQ, Modern Family. So, as you guys are putting this here in the chat, your favorite series of all time, Game of Thrones, that's solid. Favorite series of all time. Imagine a world where you can literally just ask AI and ask it to create another season for you. Kind of tell it what you want it to come up with, different ideas, and it just creates another season. Or a world where all of a sudden you can literally converse with all of your favorite characters in a 3D virtual world and almost be in the show. This is where things are heading. We're part of a group that are literally creating these things. And a lot of them are coming a lot sooner than you think. Trust me when I say the future is coming a lot faster and sooner than you think. So imagine if Grey's Anatomy, MASH. So Chuck, imagine if you can literally go out there and create the next 5 seasons of MASH. Never been seen before, and you can sit there and watch it. So what I want to tell you about this is there are going to be people who just become watchers and just good little consumers. Watching as many series as they want, unlimited, and they can create it, have their characters do whatever they want, converse with their characters, and just sit back and watch. But not us. Because you can look at this technology and be a watcher, or you can be a creator. create more content, create more emails, create more leads, create more opportunities. Use this technology to take the amount of time it used to take you 10 hours down to 10 minutes. And then you can create more and more and more and more. So everybody on this call has to make a decision, because this technology does not wait for anybody. If you're sitting there and waiting and watching for it to, kind of slow down, if you get a good grasp on it, you're going to be a watcher for the rest of your life, because this technology keeps going and going and going. So the decisions you have to make is, are you a creator or are you a watcher? So here we go. Since you're all on the Freedom Team call, so you're all obviously want to be creators. You have a desire to learn more and use this technology. This is what we do. This is AI for real estate agents. Obvious reason everybody's here. You've been hearing a lot about AI. Just don't fully understand it. The biggest companies in the world are literally spending billions of dollars to get ahead of this thing, right? Everybody on this call, you did not build your business through blood, sweat, heck, tears to be taken out by something coming as obvious as AI. Just a quick thing in the chat. Who here thinks AI is still going to be here in 5 years? Go ahead and throw me in the chat. If you guys still think AI is going to be here in the next 5 years, just go ahead and throw me in the chat. Me. Good. We're on a smart call. So here is the reality. You have no future in real estate without learning AI. Everybody here on this call that is throwing me in the chat, we all know it's going to be here in 5 years, in 10 years, and continue to adapt and go further and further and further. So you have to ask yourself, when are you going to start taking this really serious and diving into it and incorporating this into your business every single day? Because if you're in real estate, this can help you every single day. Common misnomers with AI is, oh, I don't want to work as much, so I'm just going to use AI to do the work for me. Yeah, guess what? Those people are watchers and they're lazy. AI cannot fix laziness. Just want to say that. AI doesn't fix laziness. It doesn't just, oh, if I want to sit back and do nothing, I'm just going to use AI. That's what the people who are freaking watchers will have you believe, who aren't taking advantage of this technology. But the real people who are using it know that, hey, things that I kid you not, things that used to take me all day, creating an entire email campaign, identifying my list, creating posts, creating graphics, can now take 10 minutes to an hour. So if things used to take me all day, but now I can get them done in 30 minutes, what if I do that again? Now in 1 hour, somebody else has to take 2 days. But what happens if I do it again in an hour and a half? Now they're 3 days behind, and then I do it again. Now they're 4 days behind. And man, I don't know about you guys, but there's a quote Kobe Bryant talked about. He's like, man, I'm in the gym 5 times a day, every single day. If somebody is in the league and misses an entire year, they'll never catch up because I'm in the gym every single day. And that's what's happening right now with AI. Some people are getting so far ahead and working and creating so much that others will just never be able to catch up. So the reality is there's no future in real estate without learning AI. Right? Imagine walking in your client's home right now and say, oh yeah, you know that internet thing, Chuck? I don't use that. They look at you like you're crazy. Make this part mercifully brief. We are the Crim Institute of Artificial Intelligence. We did launch an entire institute on how to use AI specifically for real estate agents. Yes, we did create the world's first AI certified agent and created this program. It is myself and my brother. I just kind of celebrating a milestone. I just realized this is a complete decade for me in the real estate industry, which is pretty freaking cool. Crazy to think I started about this before I could even drink at 20 years old. But my brother and I started our own business 6 years ago, built it to 13 countries in all 50 states because we know how to do one thing pretty damn well, how to market. And then we shut it down to open up the Crim Institute because we realized there's no future without learning AI. Here's what we learned. The first thing about AI, especially as a real estate agent, stop trying to learn all the different AI models that are out there. Yes, there's Grok. Yes, there's Gemini. Yes, there's DeepSeek and all these different ones. Start treating ChatGPT as your lifelong employee. They have arguably the most money behind it. What happens is this person innovates and creates something new. And then guess what happens in a week? ChatGPT innovates and creates something even newer. And then someone else will top them. And then guess what happens next week? ChatGPT continues to innovate. Don't bounce around to all these different tools. My best advice, number one, stick with ChatGPT. This is your lifelong employee. And we're going to dive a little bit deeper into all the ways it is like an employee, family. Stop treating this like a tool because it's so much more. It can read, it can think, it can see, it remembers, it can talk with you. Heck, they're even working on ways through neurotransmitters to get this to be able to smell. How weird is that? But start thinking about this as an employee, and I promise you all this will start changing for you. And even better, this is the best employee you've always dreamed of, right? How many people have ever said, man, if I could just duplicate myself, my life would be so much easier. Well, here you go. It works 24/7 and it's damn near free. It's a perfect employee you've always dreamed of. 2, this is a lifelong skill, right? We all just said AI is not going anywhere, right? Start treating this like a skill, like your future depends on it, because it does. You go to a lot of masterminds. What do a lot of the top people say? Oh, you could tell someone's intelligence by the questions they ask, right? Ask better questions. Well, guess what ChatGPT and these AI is all about? The questions that you ask. This is literally information at your fingertips. This technology is better than the leaders of the world had 20 years ago, and you have it right now at your fingertips. And it all just depends on how well of questions you can ask. 3, they're only as good as you train them to be. Yes, you do have to train them to do specific things for you, right? So training them is important. 4, go deep, not wide. I cannot emphasize this one enough. You do not need 1,000 AI tools to dramatically change your life. Chances are you just need a couple. And 5, it's about business efficiency and growth. I'm just going to say this, going to cover this topic one more time here. Linear path to doom. This is how all technology has been since the beginning of the time. Linear. We've created something, then what's the logical next thing? Then what's the logical next thing? What's the logical next thing? And go on and so forth. All right. Linear path to doom, right? Here is where a lot of people were not into AI, right? They're like, oh, yeah, it's not that great because there's this deceptive disappointment. If you guys were using ChatGPT 3 years ago, it's a heck of a lot different now, right? Whole lot different. A lot of people got into it and then they got scared. We're about right here. And we're getting into this disruptive opportunity because most technology and most people's brains are going to continue to work right here and they won't even know what's going on. So today, here's what we're going to be covering. We're going to be covering just the different ways that you guys can really utilize your ChatGPT and turn it into your employee. I'm going to show you guys how to get your ChatGPT to be able to see different use cases you can use in your real estate business, how you can speak with it back and forth. And at the very end, I'll show you guys some of the new updates with the images, right? If you guys have been seeing, the images on ChatGPT just got a heck of a lot crazier. Little news flash with that too. It can actually spell now. So for those of you who tried having like words on ChatGPT before and it would always misspell it, it can spell now correctly on your images, which is pretty freaking cool. So for the sake of this video, what I'm going to be asking you guys to do is to bring out your phones because I'm going to be walking you through some of the updates that have come on the new ChatGPT app. With that being said, if you haven't downloaded the ChatGPT app on your phone yet, do that now because I'm going to be walking you guys through how to really utilize this onto the next level. The ChatGPT app, and yes, it is just OpenAI ChatGPT. You'll see a bunch of different apps on there that are like ChatGPT, Chatbot, and like all these different things. It is just ChatGPT and OpenAI is the app that you are going to be using for this. All right. Before I get into that, I just want to show you guys something inside of here is how to use the memory feature in ChatGPT. This is a big part of how to start training your employee. Because once you start thinking about this like an employee, all this will start to change. So the first thing everybody here should be doing with their ChatGPT employee is coming into here and going to customize ChatGPT. Customize ChatGPT. This is where you tell your employee what you want to be called. This is where you tell your employee what business you are in. This is what you train your employee. What traits should it have? How should it speak to you? And going through that portion. Anything else ChatGPT should know? And it asks, what opinion should it have? Look, family, you can literally tell your chat GPT that it's always a good time to buy or sell. And guess what? Your chat GPT will always think that it's always a good time to buy or sell. But this is the first thing. If you guys haven't done this, customize your chat GPT. Start training your employee about who you are. The second thing that should be on, it'll be on for everybody here, is if you guys go into here and go into your settings, you will notice in personalization, there is a memory feature. There is a memory feature. What this means is this is where you can start telling your chat GPT to save things to memory. For example, who is your target audience? What are some of the things you like in your writing style? Like for me, in every one of my emails that ChatGPT writes, it has a PS in my emails. So that way, every time it writes my emails, there's a PS. Why? Because when you guys read emails, what do? You read the top subject line to figure out if you're actually going to read it, and you scroll to the bottom to figure out what this is all about. Right? That's what we do in emails. So that way, I always have a PS in every one of my emails. My ChatGPT knows that. So if I ask it to write an email, it puts a PS into it. And all you have to do to get it to save things to memory is say, we run the nation's #1 AI Institute for real estate agents. Save to memory. So in order to get things to save to your memory, you literally just have to tell it, save to memory. Yes, you do need the paid version. It's $20 a month. Pay it. It'll be the best $20 a month that you spend in your business. But you'll see anything you wanted to save about yourself, whether it's writing style, different things about you, different things about your business. Heck, I've had people even go into here about like their significant other and train their chat GPT what their significant other likes to eat, where they like to go, and different things like that. So they'll ask questions about date night to be able to go into here. But this is where you can train your chat GPT and start training its memory. And again, it's like building the perfect employee. So with that being said, so now we know how to customize the first part of this. Second, we start knowing the memory. The third thing I'm going to show you guys is how to start utilizing advanced voice. So what this means is this is how you bring your chat GPT to life. You can literally speak to it back and forth. You can have conversations about your business. You can ask it specific questions. Or one of the things that I can show you guys, you'll see in the bottom right, you have use voice mode. So if you guys are on your phone, I want you guys to open up the app. And then you will see this little white button over here. Well, mine is white because I'm on dark mode. If you're on light mode, your button will be like gray or black, right? So it's right here and it's use voice mode. So if you click on this, you will see this start to pop up.
What's on your mind today?
Let me share my sound for you guys just to show this off. Hey, what's going on, Kelsey? I want you guys to introduce yourself. I am on a real estate coaching call, and I want them to teach them a little bit about yourself. So can you introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about what you can do?
Hey there, I'm Kelsey. I'm an AI assistant, and I help real estate agents like you leverage technology.
Can you guys hear that? I don't think you can hear it. Yeah, let me see here.
No, we can't hear it, Nick.
Yeah, barely.
Here, let me try sharing my sound again. It says share sound.
All right, let's make sure Great. Let's dive in. What's next on the agenda?
There you go.
Yeah, you can hear it a little bit better when I do that.
Hi there. Nice to meet you.
This
I'm
is where
excited to
can
help you
change
get things
the
done.
voice.
Let's
You
get
can
started.
change how it sounds. But here we go. Turn on microphone. All right, so let's do this. I want you to introduce yourself to this call. I am coaching real estate agents on how to better use you as an employee, and I want to introduce them to advanced voice mode. Can you do that for me?
Absolutely. Hey everyone, I'm Kelsey. I'm an AI assistant dedicated to helping you leverage technology in real estate. Today, I'll introduce you to advanced voicemail techniques that'll enhance your communication with clients and save you time. Sound good?
Sounds great. So, utilizing this, with that being said, there are some different things that you should know about this. I know it needs more volume. I don't know why it's not sharing the sound on it. Kind of strange. Not working on Zoom right now, but that's fine. What are some ways you can start using advanced voice? You will see that your entire conversation will be transcribed after you are done. But let's say you want to start using advanced voice for different role play scenarios. So I'll copy this link and post it here in the chat. These are different prompts and different ways you can start setting up your ChatGPT to do different role play scenarios. We can ask ChatGPT once you do advanced voice, hey, let's role play. You act as an expired lead who had your home on the market for 6 months without any offers, and now you're frustrated. And now ChatGPT acts as this lead. They will give you objections, and you can speak to it back and forth and do role-playing mode. Let's say you're going on a listing appointment, and you want ChatGPT to role-play the listing appointment for you. You just have to pull up advanced voice mode, tell it about the situation, what you're walking into, and you want to role-play different objections that you might come over, and you want to share your listing presentation. You can literally sit down, read off your listing presentation, and ChatGPT will act as the consumer here with you. So ChatGPT advanced voice mode. You can do expired, first-time home buyer, FSBO, investor lead, luxury buyer. And you guys can come into here, and literally it is your 24/7 role play partner that you can use. Everybody always says, hey, you got to train, you got to train, you got to train. Well, you don't always have somebody to train with. Now you do. Literally 24/7 role play partner. Something else I like using this for too is, look, I don't know about you guys, but I have some crazy ideas sometimes, right? Crazy ideas that I want to bounce my ideas off of somebody. But I don't always have someone I could bounce them off of, and at least somebody who I believe is receptive enough to give back. So what I like to do is I'll open this up and I'll type this up. Act as a billionaire who built their business doing blank. And the blank is whatever idea that I have. Act as my advisor. So I'll literally, with an IQ of 180. So that's my like magic prompt. Well, I want to talk to ChatGPT as my advisor. I pull up advanced voice and I'll be like, all right, I have an email marketing idea, right? So I'll be like, act as a billionaire who built their business emailing different real estate agents, and they built their entire brand this way. Act as my advisor who has an IQ of 180. Are you ready? And I'm like, all right, so I'm going to act as this, this, and this. Great. And then I'll just start talking about my idea and what I see. And then I'll ask for its feedback. What am I seeing? What should be the next steps? And then you literally get to have a conversation back and forth with ChatGPT acting as a billionaire who already built this business with an IQ of 180. I'll tell you what, you'll start being really freaking surprised at the responses and how well it can help you start formulating these different ideas that you have. And I'll give you this too. ChatGPT doesn't judge. If you have some crazy off-the-wall ideas, it's not going to sit there and be like, maybe you're thinking too big. No, ChatGPT is like, maybe you're thinking too small. What if you do this, this, and this? I could see this working with you really well. It's a great soundboard. It is an amazing soundboard for you. But this is where you can start treating ChatGPT like an employee. Family, this is a new species coming to life in front of our eyes. That's the reality of this. It can read, it can think, it can see. So at this point, what have we done? We've customized your ChatGPT to start understanding who you are and who your business is. We've unlocked its memory. So that way you're starting to train ChatGPT on all these different things. And now we've just unlocked its ability to speak. So now it remembers things about your business. It knows what your goals are. And now you can speak to it back and forth. So let's go to another exciting feature. I'm going to share my screen, and I have a quick video I am going to play with for you guys here. See, this was advanced voice. Let's do advanced video. Let's check this out.
You can chat with ChatGPT over video and voice together in real time. You can ask for help, troubleshoot, or use it to learn something new. So in fact, I'm going to try testing out right now. I'm going to have it teach me how to make pour-over coffee. So I'm going to grab a couple of materials here, to grab this and that, and then I'm going to fire up a new conversation with ChatGPT. and hit the advanced voice mode icon on the lower right. And then once it connects, I'll share my.
So you see what he did was he clicked that same advanced voice. And then if you see in the bottom left, you have the camera, right? So once you guys hit advanced voice, in the bottom left, you have the camera feature. So what does that do for you? You just allowed your ChatGPT to see in real time now. So now with your camera, you are literally opening up ChatGPT's eyes. People to start seeing. So I'll show you some examples.
Video. Hey chat, how's it going?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I see you're wearing a Santa hat.
I am, and do you see what I have in front of me?
Yes, I see a coffee setup with a kettle and a dripper. Are you planning to make some coffee?
I'd love to. Do you think you could walk me through the steps?
Sure, I'd love to. First, place a filter in the dripper and rinse it with hot water to eliminate any papery taste. This also warms up the dripper and the mug.
Great. So then what do I do?
Next, you'll add your ground coffee to the filter, usually about 2 tablespoons for every 6 ounces of water. Then you'll...
All right. So it literally will go through and it'll walk you through step by step because it's able to see and able to help you out. So what are some different ways that you can use this? Well, one of them is, how many people here have ever went to YouTube and had to like watch the video step by step, pause, rewind, go back and keep asking, like trying to figure it out yourself. And all of a sudden it's like, all right, YouTube's helping, but you got to keep going back and back and back and trying to rewatch it. Instead, if you're setting something up, you can literally just tell ChatGPT what you're setting up, open up your camera, and it will walk you through step by step exactly what you need to do. I did this with something on my printer here. My printer wasn't working, and I literally just brought up my camera and said, all right, this is the printer that I'm working with. It's not working. Can you take a look at this? They're like, well, you have to do this, this, and this in order to fix it. I'm like, all right, thanks. Went in there and fixed it. But let's talk about some cool ways that agents have started. Like, this is why I love working with agents inside of our group, because then they think of ways of using this that I personally wouldn't have thought of. So here's what you can do with your camera. Let's say you are on a listing walkthrough, or if you're on a buyer walkthrough and you're looking at the heating and cooling tank, right? And you want to be like, man, how old is this? How long does it usually last? And you're kind of looking at it and you'd have to try and figure it out. All you have to do is open up your camera and then go over to the barcode, or even just take it like the video of it. But it helps that the barcode is like the number one best way. But you can go over to it and just ask ChatGPT, when was this made? How long do they usually last? It'll read the code and it'll say, all right, this is the model. This is when it was made. This is how long it normally lasts. That works for anything. That works for the air conditioning unit. That works for literally anything in the house that has a barcode. All you have to do is pull up the camera and ask ChatGPT, when was this made? How long do they usually last? How much is it to replace it? And it will look up the information, say, here's when it was made. Here's how long they usually last. Here's how much repairs can be. So now when you're walking through a house, you no longer have to guess or do a bunch of legwork to figure out when it was. All you have to do is pull up advanced camera, open up ChatGPT's eyes, and it will tell you the make, the model, the year it was made, how long they usually last in seconds for you. It's your personal assistant. You could pull up to ChatGPT on any house and be like, hey, what style house is this? What could you tell me about it? You can open it up and then point at cracks in the house and the foundation and other places and ask ChatGPT, what do you see? Act as an expert carpenter who's been in the business for so many years. What would you recommend that we would have to fix this with? But agents who have started to use that, any appliance inside of the house, you can pull up advanced camera and now in seconds get an entire breakdown on it. At this point now, family, what have we done? We've customized ChatGPT to learn more about you. We've opened up its memory and unlocked its memory so that way it can keep learning more and more about you and about its business. We've opened up advanced voice to act as a billionaire with an IQ of 180 to help you with any one of your business ideas. It can role play with you. It can role play your calls, role play your listing appointments with you. And now we've opened up its eyes. And in seconds can tell you everything about the house, about the make and model of the appliances, around the entire house. It can help you walk through if you're setting something up inside of the house. If you have a problem with an appliance in your own home, just open it up and be like, all right, ChatGPT, what am I looking at? Explain the situation. And now you've opened up its eyes. Are you guys starting to see how this is more of an employee than a tool? It can see, it can think, it can remember. And heck, it has access to everything that was ever made on the internet. So it's absolutely amazing. Alex, I'll kind of get to the questions at the end because I'm going to cover one more thing here with you guys. But remember, write it down so I can cover it here with you. All right, so now let's have a little bit of, I always say let's have a little bit of fun, but I feel like I'm already having fun. I don't know about you guys. I'm always having fun teaching this stuff. What I'm going to go over next, it's mind-blowing what I'm about to show you guys. Just how simple this is. See, like when AI and ChatGPT and all these other models first came out, you had to be a freaking prompt engineer to be able to formulate exactly what you want, especially when it came to images, right? But something changed recently. Something changed. There's a brand new update that came out with ChatGPT, which allows you, let me see, let me get some of these up here. Image request denied. Party poop reaction figure. Here, let me pause this. Let me bring it up. Staging. Search my ChatGPT. Here we go. So check this out. In my ChatGPT, all I said was I uploaded this picture here, right? It's a blank room. And I said, style this room with a modern look for staging as a real estate agent. And in about 30 seconds, here's exactly what it came up with. You do want to be a little specific because you want to say I'm a real estate agent and stage it, or else it'll like decorate it, put toys all over there. That's not what you want, right? So you just want to say like style this with a modern look for staging as a real estate agent. And I said, now stage this as a farmhouse. And now in seconds, it staged your room as a farmhouse. So if you guys like stage, if you guys like different things, literally you just have to ask it to do something for you. And now it will stage it here in seconds. So that was one thing it was able to do. Here was something else it was able to do. So now you're able to use this for thumbnails. So all I did was ask it. Let me open up my thumbnails here. Let's see. Image creation attempt. Cool. Here's one that I just recently did for my group here. So all I did was uploaded this picture of myself, right? And then I uploaded this thumbnail that he used. And I said, well, it wasn't able to do that. I said, create an image of Operation Takeover Challenge on the text and me in the picture. And in seconds, took his thumbnail, created a picture of me, and I put Operation Takeover here in seconds. Let's see, face edit request. Here's another one that I did. I took this picture, and I took his, day 5, and I said, take my face on it, put it on Mr. Beast, and make it say Operation Takeover day 12 instead. I literally took it, and it was able to create this image for me. See, before, I just want to show you guys this. Here's what I had to do before to create all my different thumbnails. I had to go in a green screen room and I had to pose. And anybody ever do this before? Get all your different thumbnail images and you had to pose all these different ways. And then you didn't just do it once because then you have different outfits and then you had to pose again. And now in seconds, I can literally just take a picture, go to somebody else's thumbnail that's proven to work and put my face on it and put my picture on it and just tell ChatGPT to replace it. It will even pose me in different ways. So those are some of the different things that you can do.
Nick, to do that, is there any kind of, oh gosh, what do they call them in there? In the different prompts you have to have in there, different things you have to download into ChatGPT to do that? Or is it something you just go to ChatGPT and ask it to do it?
Before, yes, Jeff, you had to have the perfect prompt. You had to upload different things. This is an update that just happened a couple of days ago. You literally see how simple this prompt is now. It is literally just create an image with me on it instead of them, and then write this on it. And it literally creates an image with me on it instead of them and puts you on it.
Just say it like you see a thumbnail you like on YouTube or on anything like that or whatever. Just save that image, upload the image into ChatGPT, upload your image, whatever your picture is, a picture of you. Doesn't even matter what the picture is.
Thumbnail. Any issue with copyright? None at all. None at all. As long as you don't use, everyone's going to ask about copyrights. No, you have no issues with copyrights. It's a big thing that is coming out right now because a lot of people are saying the big thing that people are starting to do is trying to get copyright to their face. Because what some people are doing are taking pictures of The Rock and then putting their products in his hand in seconds. Right. And it's like, that's even a little bit iffy. But like, let's just download this and I'll go thumbnail of Mr. Beast. Funny. Let's see what he comes up with. Images. Let's see. Which ones do we want to do? Free candy. Oh, no, I'm not doing it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. All right, let's do this one. All right, then we come back to ChatGPT and spell it right. Upload. So upload that picture, upload mine. Just say put my face on the guy on the left and create a thumbnail. There we go. While that's creating, I'll show you guys one other thing you can do. So with this, you guys can create, have you guys seen this yet? Like you guys can create action figures of yourself. So if you just upload a picture of you and then you just do this prompt here, put that in the chat for you. If you guys do create an action figure of yourself, tag me in it. All right. I like that's one thing I ask. But all you have to do is upload a picture of yourself and then copy and paste this prompt. You do want to tell it what you want to be dressed as, right? Like I am dressed in a whatever you want to be dressed in. People put like exact t-shirts of what they like. And then here you can update any of your accessories. So yours can be like a drone, a pencil, like whatever accessory that you want. But copy and paste this, and then you can create an action figure of yourself. And then you guys can post it and have a little bit of fun with this. That's how you can create an action figure of yourself. Something else that I did too. So you have the action figure. Let me see, go to my images. So you can create an action figure. Something else I did was I created the South Park version of myself. And I just uploaded a picture of myself. I'm like, hey, create a South Park character of myself. Here you go. This is the guy who will probably be angrily telling you how to use AI. You're like, you got to do it. Right? But you can create different characters. You can create different things within this. All right, let's see. Face swap. So it's taking a moment. We're just going to watch it load. But guys, this is literally how you can start creating images and creating different things for yourself, creating different marketing. But you can stage rooms in seconds, create image in seconds, create Simpsons character of yourself, create South Park character of yourself. You can create an action figure of yourself. Well, that's not action figure, but you guys get what I'm saying. All right, that's what I have for you guys today, right? Now we just learn how to train your ChatGPT who you are, open up its memory to remember more about you. We train it so you can speak to it back and forth as a billionaire IQ 180 consultant. We went through and we opened up ChatGPT's eyes to be able to tell you about every appliance in every home that you look at in seconds. Yes, you can create a logo for your brand. If you can trademark it, then that's through trademark offices. But if you wanted to create a logo, you can either create a logo or go over to Explore GPTs. Explore GPTs, and these are like mini trainings that are already in here. Let's see if I can upload this. It's loading, but once this loads, I can literally just do logo, and you'll see there are already ones that are in here that are trained and ready to go for logo creation. But here are just some simple ways that you guys can start turning ChatGPT into an employee. Who here can start seeing how much time this can save you? whether it's video editing, whether it's picture editing, whether it's copy, whether it's literally just having to look up how old a freaking appliance is. Now you just bring out your favorite AI employee and say, hey, how old is this? And in seconds, here's how old is it? How long do these usually last? Well, this specific brand and style usually lasts this long. How much would it take to replace one? Like, and you just start asking it questions and it'll answer for you in seconds. This is how you differentiate yourself and just working smarter, right? What's my take? I'll open up to some questions here. Here's what I will tell you. My take between Grok versus ChatGPT and all these other ones. Here's my take. ChatGPT, I believe, is the most user-friendly. They have some of the most money behind it. And it's one that you can literally train in seconds. And they keep coming out with updates almost faster than anybody else. So if I'm a betting man, I'm not. If I was, I say pick one and stick with it. And I recommend ChatGPT. The worst thing you could do is just jump from one to the next to the next to the next and just keep trying to keep up with whichever one's the newest, because all of them are going to come out with updates just about every week. So stick with one. Here's what I'll do now. Jeff, Kathy, what's going on, guys? I'll open up to questions, comments, excitement. I know my man Alex had his hand up first, so I'll make sure we jump back to that. Yeah, back to you guys here.
Thanks. Thanks, Nick. Great job as always. I was meeting with a couple of colleagues, and this is just about a week ago, and they said that they use ChatGPT for the deep research. So
yes.
they're commercial. So they do this whole presentation. Then they use Claude to create a personality, and they input different writings from different authors, people in the industry. And then they went to Notebook XM to create the presentation.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to this and I'm like, okay, great. I have a template. I have A, B, and C. But now I'm watching you and I'm like, I think I can skip at least two of these.
You can use deep research. So the tool he's referring to, you're absolutely right, Alex. You can use deep research inside of ChatGPT. You just have to task it like a research person. You only have so many. You have 10 a month, right? So you deep research. If you want to give it property details, what you want it to research, you can use it here. Personality, I train personalities just over here on projects. So I can train different personalities and different things right over here on the side. And now in ChatGPT, I can even ask it to create my presentation. Notebook is a great place to use it, or Gamma. Gamma is another great place to get presentations custom made for you. You can even create custom websites for things in seconds. But yeah, no, I mean, look, you have a process that works. You can stick with it. I personally like using ChatGPT for everything because it's capable of doing it. I can create my personalities over there in projects and literally click on my different personalities that I want to utilize.
So in earlier presentations, sessions that you did with us, you mentioned using Gamma and other AIs to do different things. So is ChatGPT now pretty much taking that over, or are we still going to need those other AIs? Is ChatGPT our main employee and then everybody else is just like a contract employee, for example?
That's a great way to put it, Alex. ChatGPT is like your main employee, and then everything else is more so just subcontracting for specific tasks that it's not capable of doing. Just so you guys know, the one I'm referring to with Gamma, that you can create PowerPoint presentations, create websites. It's just gamma.app, and you can literally create things in seconds. Literally like seamless presentations and websites in seconds if you just upload your information into it. Tell it exactly what you want, and bam, it'll put it together in a really cool way for you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, great question. Awesome. Let's see.
Save them all for you, just so you know.
Video editing. Video editing, there's a couple different ones that you can use. Opus.pro. It's how you can chop up different ones. And then Descript if you want long form video editing. So if you want to just chop up your video, like a long form video into short form video, use just Opus.pro. And actually, here, one second, I got a special link for you guys, and that you guys get extra credit if you sign up with my link. It is an affiliate link, but I got them to give you guys extra credits just for signing up with it. So I will give you guys that. So if you guys want to do video editing and chop up your different videos. You guys can use that link and it will chop up the different videos for you.
Ted, Ted, you want to unmute yourself? Ask your question.
Subscription.
Yeah, basically just most of the stuff that you showed us is this basically you just got to at least get the subscription or else you're pretty limited.
Yeah, you are pretty limited and it doesn't work as well. I just highly recommend it. It's $20 a month.
Cool.
Be the best $20 a month that you spend in your business. There's nothing else out there that even compares to it and the capabilities of what it's able to do. I would just recommend pay that $20. Yeah,
Cool.
good question,
Yeah.
Ted.
Andy, can you unmute yourself for a minute and just share? I mean, I know you put it here in the chat, but just talk about that. And I don't know, maybe, I don't know if you're going to be on tomorrow on the mastermind tomorrow, but it'd be great to have you even come in and do something like this. But share what you did right there. Talk about that for a minute.
I'm not going to be able to be on tomorrow because I'm flying to Dallas.
Okay.
But yeah, so what I did was I just, after all these teachings, Nick has been telling us, that basically if you want to know something, just ask it. So
Yeah.
I just went in and told it, I said, I'm using Go High Level as a CRM. I want you to create this for me. And I basically wanted to be able to create Facebook posts with a landing or a squeeze page and I created my squeeze page in KV Core, but then because it's connected to my EXP website. But then, so what I did after that was I told it to write me Facebook posts for the next year. And I wanted to do one on Monday for just listed, one on Wednesday for price reduction, one on Thursday for open houses, and one on Friday for new construction. So it's given me 4 Facebook posts a week for the next year. And I basically took those, loaded them into Go High Level because it will allow you to put those out. So then after that, I told it to make me an email campaign to the same platform that I could email my database. And so it did and created the whole thing. All I had to do is copy paste and boom, I've got 15 emails a month and about 5 posts a week on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter going out and LinkedIn going out for the next year. So everything's done until December 31st.
Wow.
And I don't have to do nothing. I mean, like it's just all those are coming out and I'm already starting to see some results from it. I've gotten somebody reached out to me yesterday that hasn't even responded in my database in the last 2 years. And they sent me an email yesterday saying they think they're ready to buy.
That's awesome.
Here's what, man, Andy, first of all, freaking congrats. Getting that done. How's that feel just getting that all done till December 31st?
Oh my God. Yeah. It's like a load off because I got so much other stuff going on. So I just it took me about 5 hours to set it up. But I mean, it's done.
Done for the year.
The only thing holding you back is yourself, family. If you have a question, you can literally just ask ChatGPT.
And then you can ask it to elaborate and treat you like a 10-year-old and do it step by step by step, and it will break it all down for you. You can actually too, and I know you know this, Nick, but I'm just for everybody else, but you can, if you have a content creator that you look up to, like say like Alex Hormozy, and I tell ChatGPT to act like you are Alex Hormozy and tell me what to do, and it will spit it out in his basically talking like he does.
One of the things, and Andy, I know the squeeze pages, guys, if you missed last Tuesday, the recording is in the workplace group. It's also on the YouTube channel. But we had a guy come in last week who, Anthony Robinson, and he's an EXP agent. He's also like the KV Core trainer. I mean, he's training all of Remax now. Remax got KV Core now for all their agents as well. He is the trainer for Remax for KV Core. And we had him in last week. He actually we let him go long because it was just so good. He went almost 2 hours. And is that where you got that, Andy, last week? Because he talked exactly what you just said. Just listed on Mondays, price reductions on Wednesdays, open houses, getting ready for the weekend on Thursdays. And he talked exactly showed us step by step how to go into your KV Core back office to create a squeeze page for those. Okay. And again, taking that idea right there, what Andy just did, combined with what we've learned from Nick, to put that into a ChatGPT then to come up with, content for the next month or the next year, like what Andy did. I'm going to put the link down here because Anthony does have this website. I'll share this with you real quick. If you haven't been on here and seen it yet, guys, he does this training. He has a website, Learn KV Core Online, and he charges $100 a month for this. And he's had over about 60,000 agents go through his KV Core training for Freedom Team EXP. You can see it right here, $19.99 a month. Okay, and you can sign up on here through this page and get that price. I put the link down there in the chat. Now, there's no contract. Some people come in for a month and learn what they need to learn, and they're out and they're done. They got what they need. Some people come in for 2, 3, 4 months. Some are with him for a couple years. It's up to you. He does live training every day, and all of his recorded things on there, step by step by step for your KV Core. And he'll break that down. But he hit last week. If you go back and watch that, you can learn what Andy just talked about and combine it with what we're learning from Nick with the ChatGPT and AI. And there's no limit where you can go with this to bring in business. I mean, it's powerful stuff. So anyway, Andy, I appreciate you sharing all that for sure. Just take it. Yeah, I mean, Andy is one that takes these trainings and runs with it. So it's one thing to come on here every week and then never do anything with it. That won't get you too far, but whatever, put it into action, it'll turn into business. Go ahead, Andy.
Funny story. I was sitting here I looked up, I was just so engulfed in other stuff that I'm doing, but I looked up and saw that it was like 10:31 and I said, oh my God, I'm missing the Nick Grimm training. What am I doing? I'm stupid. And so that's why I logged on real quick. I was like, I cannot miss this.
Yeah, for sure. So any other questions, guys, before we wrap it up? Some good stuff.
I'll throw our website in there, guys. We have a bunch of free resources, free trainings that we've done, free tools, AI, bonuses, and lists that you guys can get on. You guys can check it out. We just launched our website, so you can tell me how good. Don't tell me how bad it is. Tell me how good it is, right? Just launched that site there, our brand new website, so you guys can check it out. We have a bunch of free resources, training, and different things on there. Go ahead and check it out if you guys got some time.
Hey, Nick, real quick. Lydia had a question on here that it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if she asked it. I was looking up some stuff. She asked if you can use it. Let's see. Can you ask it to use your MLS information? Is there a way to can you do anything with your MLS with this?
Great question.
No? Alex is shaking his head. I don't know.
ChatGPT, no.
Okay.
This is big. It is an open to the public server. Do not upload any client confidentiality, any of your client's information, things that you would not post on Facebook or post on the internet. Do not ask ChatGPT to do. That is a big no-no. Big. Do not upload clients' information into ChatGPT. With that being said, we do, on the other hand, have a tool where you can upload your contracts and literally talk to your contracts back and forth. You can upload all of your clients' information and ask questions and form things for it. This tool is called Whoozy.ai. Whoozy.ai. And here is the link that we have for you. I believe it's we have some discount or a trial with this tool. But this tool is made specifically for real estate agents. It is compliant. You can upload your contracts, upload your deals and things into it and say, hey, can you pull all the closing dates for this? Pull all the dates. Hey, can you draft the contract up in an email and then go step by step and explain it at a third grade level? And it will go through your contract, explain it at a third grade level, and write an email that you can send to your clients. That tool is private. So that way you can upload all that information and literally it's like your 24/7 transaction coordinator that can pull all the dates, can talk to you back and forth. Great tool there, and it's made specifically for real estate agents. But yeah, great question. Do not do that on ChatGPT, just to be clear.
No,